Important factors to consider when seeking microfilm jacket conversion to digital. Document and data storage is an important factor that has to be considered when conducting any business. As a result, a number of companies have decided to invest in their own document management systems, while others also prefer to outsource the services to established service providers. Whichever option you choose has its advantages and disadvantages, but microfilm jacket conversion to digital format is an integral part in the data management that has grown over time due to its efficiency and convenience as compared to other options. When faced with the need to store documents for future use, there are many factors that one has to consider, since there are equally many formats in which the documents or information can be kept. A smart choice will depend on the available resources as well as the prevailing circumstances. The format you choose to store your information in will determine the quality as well as the system and the cost you will have to incur during the process. It is obvious that the information and communications technology sector has been growing in great leaps over the last decades, and the trend is not about to change anytime soon. With this in mind, it is easy to notice the developments that have been occasioned by the changes that have swept across the board, especially in the management of information. Tasks that took days or weeks to undertake have become possible to undertake at the click of a button with instant results. Technology is an important factor that anyone has to think of when looking for a service provider to carry out document and information management tasks on your behalf. Hoping that you already know the methods of data storage and management that you intend to use, you can take some time to narrow down your search to include only companies that have the ability to provide such services as you need without any difficulties. When you store data in digital format, you have several advantages that people who store information in other formats do not enjoy. Thinking of the old systems of data storage and management, you would have to contend with drawers of paper files in order to keep all the information that the company or organization processes on a daily basis. In such situations, retrieving any information within a short notice would take hours or even days, depending on the volumes of data to peruse through. With the current state-of-the-art technology, it is relatively easy to retrieve any information regardless of the age it has taken in the archives by simply clicking away with the mouse. If you need to have some data transformed from one format to another and adequately stored for future reference, you must have specific equipment or engage the services of a company that has the equipment. Scanners play a major role in the transformation of data from paper to digital, or other formats such as portable document format for future use. It is important to ensure that you use the best of scanners so that you can in turn be assured of the best quality in the final result. Microfilm jacket conversion to digital also demands for the use of specialized equipment, and as much as the equipment may be too costly, the good news is that there are companies that have invested heavily in all the necessary equipment because they do this as a full-time business for different clients with different needs. Whatever happens to the old formats after you have transformed them into newer formats and stored them securely for future use should also be of great concern. This is because many people have been victims of misplaced documents that have led to leakage of company information, subsequently leading to other complications. It is therefore important to ensure that the company you contract to handle the data and information has the right equipment, such as document shredders, to use in the proper disposal of any unwanted material in a manner that will ensure they do not end up in the wrong hands. The cost is a major factor that has to be considered in anything, and it is no different when handling the microfilm jacket conversion to digital. With this in mind, it is always advisable to ensure you check out a number of service providers so that you can have an estimate of what to expect. Some tips include the use of companies who have a reputation over the services it has offered to others before you.